Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors, America's only daily outdoor TV show. Your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors in Winston, Chester. I'm glad you're here this morning. We appreciate your viewership. Always, let's get started with our weather, brought to us by Gulf Coast Air Conditioning, Drew Pollard, that hard-working crew taking care of our everyday comfort needs. High today 76 and low 68. Now let me stop right now. You notice I have a flannel shirt on, but I thought it was going to be cooler this morning, but we do have some cold weather coming. I'm sure you've seen it on the big weather screen, but we have some really cold weather coming this weekend. So I told Jeff I'm just practicing up for the cold weather, so I had to pull out a flannel shirt. So that's what's going on with this. Water temperature is at 72 degrees at the end of the pier. Take a look at our river readings brought to us by the good folks at Panama City Coca-Cola. The Apalachicola Bluntstown are even 6.1 and steady. It looks pretty steady on through the weekend. Looking at the Choctawhatchee Carabel, it's reading at 2.9, right? And it's got a steady drop to it. Don't know how much rain we'll be getting the next day or two, but maybe getting some. So it's pretty steady right there. Tide chart brought to us by our good friends, Greg and all those guys and ladies at Kent Forest Lawn. We're looking at the low tide this morning at 4:56 and a high tide at 6:50. Not a big strong tide today, but looking for the weekend, really pretty good tides, really strong tides looking for the rest of this weekend. So we had deep tides for 3 or 4 days. I talked to a couple of people who actually went fishing during those deep tides, and guess what? They didn't catch very much. A lot of times in the bay system, if there's not much tidal flow, there's just not a lot of bait moving around and not a lot of feeding, and they just sort of sit there sort of lethargic, and then once that tide starts moving, they start feeding. It's not rocket scientists. All right, let's take the wind. It'll be coming south. We're looking at 5 to 10 with the wind. Not bad. Bring some warm air then cold air. Be right back. Okay, welcome back. We've got a bunch of pictures. We really enjoyed our guests yesterday. We want to encourage y'all to take care of, if you want to go there, but help take care of our environmental support groups like that. I won't say, I'm going to talk more about it later on, and but I just, but when I have a guest, it puts me behind on pictures, which is a good problem to have. So I've got a bunch of pictures, and all of them have a story. So let's get started. This first one, they're all good. I got a story for every one of them. This is Addison Kane, the nice buck she arrowed with Nate Carpenter a couple of weeks ago. So, okay, that's a picture there, and she's a beautiful young lady from Teologia. We're talking about Liberty County, and listen, we're talking about, her granddad and I graduated from high school together, and Jan Ward, her grandmother, the Roberts family, they all ken each other. The Roberts, the Wards, the Carpenters. Matt Carpenter went to school with my nephew, so they all sort of know each other, so they have this common denominator. They love the outdoors, girls and boys. So when I get these pictures from Liberty County, they're sort of special to me because my roots on my mother's side is from the Teologia area, so that's why a lot of times I maybe talk a little bit more about it than I should. So good job, Addison Kane. We'll try to get her to come on the show, so you and Nate come on the show one morning, drive down here. I move on to another lady, Michelle Kendrick Major. Michelle graduated from Mosley with Wendy, and sweet girl, and her mom, Barbara Kendrick. This is her son. He is a heck of a hunter. So what happens, he'll go up there, and Brandon Major, and he'll go up there to Kentucky and hunt, or North. Look, this meat is going to be donated to the victims, the hurricane victims in North Carolina. That sounds just like something Brandon Major would do. So good job, Brandon. Nice book and a good gesture, and proud of you. All kinds of stories. Captain Kim sent this to me last week. There's a group of people up there. Now, he didn't catch this in Carabel. You see behind him, hopefully that's not Carabel, and we don't ever want it to be. But he's from South Florida, but he did a lot of fishing up there, and there's a group of them working in construction up there. He wanted to get his picture on here. So good job, Corey, okay? See every story. Bit of Grantham. We're talking about duck season, Lake Seminole. Look at that gator up under the decoys. Just be careful. There's some big, big gators in Lake Seminole, I'm telling you. Dave Borges sent this. Dave, thank you for sending it. Check this osprey out with a sheep head. Is that not a classic picture? Wow, beautiful wildlife photography. All right, we're going to do some girls here now. Heather Taylor, who sends stuff to us on a regular basis, teaches elementary school at North Bay Haven. The Taylor family, we'll talk about them a lot because they're such avid outdoorsmen. So she was 2 deer yesterday, and this is a depredation tags because they're just eating the farms up with the pea. Right there, that's 2 deer, that's 2 less deer eating the peas, the corn, and the other food at the farm. And there've got to be so many of them, people are having to take them out. So good job, Heather Taylor. One of my former students, Jennifer Barnett Bassarb, her dad is Steve Barnett, and her brother Jarrett, and they went up there to Georgia. And is that not a beautiful picture? Look at the background and all. I'm so proud of you, Jennifer. These girls are doing a great job. Here's another picture of it. Good job, Jennifer Barnett. Your dad taught you well. Now, what about Patty Kelly? Wayne Kelly said, look at these girls. I mean, are they not tearing it up? That is a fine buck. Look at that. These are all girls. Look at that. Is that not? That's a great picture right there. Got in the truck, hauling out of those woods. That is a big buck. Good job, Patty. Okay, finally, let's get to some boys doing. These girls are just dominating the deer hunt this year. My good friend Jerry Register. Jerry on the school board with me. We've known each other our whole grown life. He's a good outdoorsman. He took his family out there. Took his son Mark and grandson went out there to Texas with him. Good job, Jerry Register. Former principal there, Southport and then Haven. There's Mark and his grandson. Good buck, Jerry. I'm proud of you. Okay. So another one of my former students. She was actually president of the Outdoor Ed Club when she was a senior. Amber Gray Scruggs. She hadn't hunted a while. She got 2, 3, 4, I forget how many kids she got to run around the house, but she's been busy being a mama. But she dusted off the Weatherby today. Mama still got it. A 212-pound buck. Are we not seeing some really big bucks this year? Good job, Amber. I'm glad you're getting back in the woods. Okay, real quick, this is a text I got. Coach, I don't know if you can do it or not, or if you want to, but Dennis over at Real Time Fisheries has got the magic for them deer. That triple threat is where it's at. Now that's the name of the this mixture called triple threat. You want to let everyone know on the show, it has truly made me a believer. This is coming from somebody who hunts and who has tried all kinds of things, but what's called triple threat, right at the front door there at Real Time. Okay. Speaking of that Weewall area and over there, David Rich, this is funny. They call this real nice bass. I've shown him before catching big bass, but okay, so you're a bass master 1 minute and a backlasher the next cast. How many of us have had that happen to them? Okay, so anyway, that's all kinds of things going on around here, fishing and hunting and all, and you see it. But I got tickled on the backlash because you catch that big bass, you think you're an expert, then the next time it all gets tangled up on him. Let's take a break. We'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. Well, I'd like to share some personal things with you. I just appreciate y'all's interest in it. It's not just, most of the time it relates to outdoors, but this, I love college football. I haven't talked much about it this year because the Gators hadn't had much of a year. And Georgia been dominating everything. So, in Alabama, this past weekend, Alabama, Vanderbilt, and Ole Miss lost. But we went, Wendy and the kids and I went to the Ole Miss Florida game. I just want to share a couple of pictures of it. We had a great time, but the big thing is, I had mixed feelings going in. Florida's having a miserable season, and we didn't have anything to gain by winning really, and Ole Miss had everything to lose. And so a good part of me was sort of pulling for Ole Miss because Mason and Astria there, and they were at the game and all. But we went down there and tailgated with some good folks, Franklin Harrison and Peter Sostein and Chris Kramer. Had a wonderful time. But real quick, I'm going to just show you some pictures. If you're bored with it won't last long. But real quick, I got my tickets. This is Guy Dennis. He was the starting right guard for Steve Spurrier when Steve he started for the Gators. That's who I got my tickets from. I met him at McDonald's in Gainesville. And Guy and Terry Morris, Bay High's own Terry Morris, was starting offensive tackle and offensive guard. He played 4 years Cincinnati, 3 years Detroit, and 1 year San Diego. Great guy from Walnut Hill, Florida, which is 5 miles from the Alabama state line. Great to see him. And here's our crew here, and of course you recognize them, and that's Bratton, that's Mason's best friend from college. Okay, and then here the kids. It was just a special time. It was just, and these two ladies here are friends, Bratton's cousins, and they're big Ole Miss folks, and they're actually lobbyists in Jackson, the state capitol. Really good, strong, good strong people as far as fans. Wendy and I in the stands, we had a ball. The Gators coming on. Well, y'all want to see that real quick? I really sort of got some tingly feelings because I go way back being a Gator, and they've been good to me. Anyway, so then look at this guy. Y'all recognize Greg Brudnick, who was an avid FSU Seminole, but he came down with Peter Sostein, so he has a Gator cap on. So we got evidence that part of Greg's loyalty has to go to the University of Florida. So it was great. We had a fun time, and this is the crew here. Everybody just tailgating. Wonderful, wonderful time. And anyway, I just wanted to share the good time that we did have. I have a lot more stuff. Like I said, I sort of had mixed feelings. I tell you what, Mason and Ashley were sort of sad, but Ashley took it okay. Mason was just brokenhearted. I mean, he had tears in his eyes because he just loves Ole Miss, and his grandmother on his dad's side, she ran track for Ole Miss or something, Ole Mississippi folks and all, and they are very loyal to it. So anyway, it's just college football, and I remember that age. When the Gators lost, I was devastated, and you Seminoles the same way. When you're that age, when you get older, it sort of wears on. All right, let's move on from college football. We're talking about being thankful, and I have a lot more other stuff to show you, but I want to go ahead and get this in because I don't want to be late on it. The things I'm thankful for personally, I like to just sort of give my feelings. I'm always thankful for my faith. There's three things: faith, family, and friends, and that's what I always talk to my students about: faith, family, and friends, in that order. But I started writing down some other things with my family. I'm thankful for Gail and what a wonderful life partner she has been, and we've been married a long time, and I love her and all the things she does. I'm thankful for Wendy and Chip and their family, all the good things we get to do together as a family. I'm just thankful. I wrote down some stuff. I'm thankful for the kids I worked with for 44 years in teaching and all. I'm still in contact with a bunch of them. I'm just thankful for the good ones and the ones that they're never been the bad kids, the ones that have some more challenges than the others, but I love all of them. I'm thankful for Jeff Peck here behind the camera. Jeff, we wouldn't have Panhandle Outdoors if it wouldn't be for Jeff Peck and all the things he does for us. And been doing it for 19 years now. He's loyal, hardworking, and a true friend. Viewers, I wrote down the viewers. We wouldn't have a show if you wouldn't watch it every morning and support our sponsors. I'm so thankful for the sponsors who advertise and try to get business off of it, so I appreciate that. My outdoor buddies, all my outdoor buddies, we get to do so many things in the outdoors. I'm just very blessed to be like that. The relationship that we have, we all just have this love for the outdoors, fishing or hunting or hiking or whatever. Just love the outdoors, and most of y'all are in that same boat. You're thankful for that old fishing buddy or that person, let's go hunting this weekend, and that's just a special relationship that goes way back generation after generation. So I'm very thankful for that. But and also I started writing down in nature. I'm thankful for trees, the fish. I'm thankful for the quail, the pheasants. I wrote down I'm thankful for dogs. Okay, and but also I'm thankful for living here in the Florida Panhandle and the beautiful area we have. So many things we can be thankful for. I know tomorrow now is Thanksgiving, so a lot of y'all will be gathering together with family and friends, and a lot of y'all will be talking about things you're thankful for. I'm looking forward to it. I always smoke a turkey, and I may try to go up there to the hunting club. I've been invited by some outdoor friends to the Bear Creek Hunting Club. They're going to be frying up some mullet tonight. If I can get my turkey on, I'm going to run up there and eat some fried mullet, just to be around some outdoor people. But most of all, I thank God for the blessings He's given me, that I can still do this show, that I have such a wonderful life, and I just my faith I think is what's got me through so many things. And it goes way back to my mom and dad raising me with being a Christian. I haven't led a perfect life, but we certainly have have had many, many blessings, and we've been doing some things in life that we really feel like we're helping people. So I feel good about it. I feel like this show helps people, and we always do good things like that. Okay, now the other thing, I've got other stuff I want to do, but we need to go ahead and do a giveaway. I'm going to try to make this a Friday show, so we'll do a giveaway today. We will have the situation where tomorrow and Friday we'll have some videos, and I'll be back Monday morning. We're going to take some, of course, time off. We always take off Thursday and Friday on Thanksgiving weekend. So let's go ahead and do the giveaways, and we're looking at the fried mullet plate. We're looking at, that's going to, from Freeport, Chris Seen, S-E-N-N, Chris Seen, S-E-N-N. All right, the big $20 gift certificate of Panama City, Mike Westbrook. And then we're looking at Gary Sin from Freeport. Okay, we got 2 Freeport winners, Gary and Chris from the same family. What about that? Now I do have to show one more picture because I got it in, and I promised him I would get it on. So give me a second to pick it up. Let me see. Had a turtle crawling. Okay, here we go right here. From Ernie Martin. Ernie sent this to me. Okay. Let's see. These were caught by my son and I today in Milton. This was Monday. Caught by my son and I today in Milton. Okay. Right there. What a fine mess of fish right there. Right there and right there. That's some good eating right there. So good job, Ernie Martin, over there in the western end of the Panhandle. Thank you for sharing that with us. Okay, we're going to take a quick break and come back and do our famous Friday fishing report. Okay, welcome back. I'm having trouble pulling up Google Earth, and it's just a situation where they're going to a commercial or something. So I'm going to wing it anyway. We don't have a whole lot of time, but I just want to always encourage you to, especially Thanksgiving weekend, you got a big break, big 4-day weekend, and especially the Friday after Thanksgiving has always been an outdoor day for so many people, including myself. And back when my dad and brother were still around, we'd always hunt. And then I do some bit of fishing now on Fridays instead of hunting, but I always get outdoors. I want to encourage you too also. So anyway, I was talking about, we always laughed about Black Friday because our wives, my sister-in-law, and all the family would go Black Friday shopping, and all the guys would head for the woods. It's a family tradition. Now, Black Friday is not as big a deal with all the online stuff, but we still head for the woods or the water. Okay, one thing now, real quick about trout. Trout fishing is going to be picking up. It hasn't been good this week, but tide's coming in. Trout fishing is going to be good in the bay system. Water temperature now, remember we talked about it dropping from 74 to 72, and that's a big deal. If it does it in San Andrew Bay, it's doing the same thing in Choctawhatchee Bay, the same water temperature because of the same kind of flow. Pier fishing, so they caught a big old bull dolphin. One of the fishermen out of the pier caught like a 54-pound bull dolphin. And I had a picture of it. I didn't show it. I'll show it next week. But the tides, once this tide starts moving, it'll be big. Well, I always had this saying: big tides, big reds, big redfish up under the bridges, around the pilings, because of strong tide. We talk about it several times a month on our Friday show about the big redfish feeding on that outgoing tide and all the bridge system. Sheephead, wrote down sheephead now. People always ask me what's the best bait for different things, and this is real easy on sheephead. It's those fiddler crabs, number one. Those little fiddler crabs like that, that's a natural bait for them. I've had people who's actually scraped the pilings off the bridge with a long scraper to chum up the sheephead. I think that's legal. I don't see anything wrong with it. I think it's a great idea because the crustaceans are going to come back and grow back. So that's not a bad idea. But what you got to be aware of, if the tidal is flowing strong, it's going to take all that chum down this way. So you don't want to do it if it's real strong. If you want to do it really between tide changes, remember that's a good tip right there. Also down in Carabel, that area down there, all throughout our system here, as far as the creek, the feeder creeks, they're beautiful this time of year. The leaves, a lot of them are dropping and all, and there's some really good brim fishing. I saw a good mess of brim Every week, I know I can in the past 10, 15 weeks, I've seen good messes of brim off the Choctawhatchee River system. Somewhere off that river system, there's so many places to go fishing there. But now I didn't mention this. Our famous Friday fishing report is brought to us by Jessica Ling Financial and Insurance, and also Matt Andrews of Hammer Down Construction. Really appreciate those folks bringing this to us. It's like I say, a good time of the year to just get outdoors and sort of. One thing you want to start thinking about, make sure you keep your motor running. A lot of times in this time of year, we're not out on the water, and our motor's not running a whole lot. A couple other things I wrote down. The catfish, the strong crappie bite. You saw the video this week with Jerry Forehand. Crappie bite is really strong. Let's see, on Choctawhatchee, I wrote down the picture I saw the other day. This guy brought in, he and his partner brought in 71 brim. And you've seen me show that before, so it's been really strong. And also, let me close with this. Snapper season. Here during Thanksgiving, snapper season, we've got these days here, a good period of time. I don't have an exact date on the top of my head, but with some really strong snapper season as far as people bringing in quality snapper. I mean, some really nice snappers. So if you get a chance, hook up with, call Billy Archer or the Raffills or your favorite captain and put together a snapper trip. And also, that'll be some good a good Christmas present later on if you want to give some kind of trip maybe next summer on a charter boat. I always thought that's a really cool present to give. So all kind of cool things going on. I'm going to wrap it up. We want to wish all of y'all a happy Thanksgiving and take time to be thankful and spend some quality time with family and friends. And not just time. When I say quality time, sit down and talk. And you find yourself, I'm the same way, we get so busy with life, you just don't have time to take a deep breath. Okay, let's talk. I can't wait to talk to my grandkids tomorrow and just sit down and talk with them because we haven't done it much lately. All right, got to wrap it up. Y'all do something good for someone today. You have a great weekend coming up, and enjoy the outdoors, take care of it, and God bless.
Thanks for watching America's only daily outdoor TV show, Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester, featuring hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.